Charlotte, get in here now.
Go on.
Go.
Hello everyone! So today I am with my friend Lindsey. She's flown all the way from Florida, well from Georgia, Florida. You live in both places.
Yeah.
To come and visit us here in England, and we decided that while we were here, we both are obsessed with sustainable fashion and trying to make more eco-conscious choices. And so we decided to take a little trip to London while she was here visiting. We went for 4 days and we went to see some of these sustainable brands that we've been following for forever that we absolutely love, and we did some shopping. So we thought it would be cool if we filmed some of it and shared with you guys some of our favorite places that we now love in London that are sustainable, eco-friendly, some ethical shopping, and some cool brands that we found, and just kind of walk you through the things that we bought, why we love each shop, and stuff like that. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so we're just going to get right into it, and the first place we went to was a place called Ada, located in Shoreditch. We just took the tube straight from London. We were staying like in the center by Westminster, which was a really cool location. We actually had a really cool Airbnb. We also vlogged the whole thing, so if you guys want to see that, definitely, I think I'm going to upload that next.
Okay.
And then we can show like our Airbnb and where we stayed and what we did and stuff like that. But we took the tube up to Shoreditch. It was a really quick and easy ride, and we went to this place called Ada first, which is really cool because it had a cafe on the front, and then it had the shop in the back. So what did you get at the cafe?
I got an Oreo latte.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
with
really
oat milk,
good.
right?
Yes, with oat milk.
That was really good. And I got a chai tea latte with oat milk. And we actually met up with my friend Coco. So she came along with us for this. And then we did some shopping in the back. And I ended up getting 2 things from there. And you didn't get anything from there, right?
No.
I think the shop is laid out really beautifully in that they have like really amazing pieces, and they're super modern and like perfect for like 20-something-year-old girls. And I thought that they were really cool. But you were talking about like a negative about the brands that they bring in.
So what I found, I started looking up some of the brands on their websites, and some of the brands would only have ethical lines. So, or they would only post that they were sustainable, maybe in that they sourced organic cotton, but they don't talk about how they pay their workers or how they make the product. And that matters to me. I like to see the whole picture. So I definitely limited myself in what I'd be interested in something, but then I would kind of walk away from it because I didn't find all the answers that I wanted.
Yeah, and we weren't as aware of the brands as like we thought we were going to be, I think, because we know a lot of brands.
Yeah.
But a lot of them like weren't completely transparent in what they were selling. So I would say that would be the only negative of it, and that I wouldn't go like just like, oh, every single thing in here is amazingly ethical and sustainable. Like, I definitely wouldn't do that. I would kind of do my research as you're shopping and see based on the brands that you like. But other than that, it was a really cool shop, and I thought it was really fun. So the 2 things that I got, you want to hold my tea?
Yes.
The first thing that I got was this really, really cute bag. It's from a brand called Belle and Fox, and it's black, and then it has stars all down here, which is so adorable, and it's like a bucket bag, which I initially loved because I was lugging around my camera, and it was getting so heavy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this bag is so cute, and I could carry my camera in here, and it fit perfectly. And then it's got these really cute drawstrings that I love. Oh, this one's black. I thought both of them were gold.
No, and you have to show the most important part.
Oh, the bell?
Yeah.
So it's got a bell attached to it. But you did a little more research on this brand than I did. So did you remember what you found out?
So on their website, it was fairly easy to go to their About Me page, and at the bottom of that, they say that they tried to maintain to the best of their knowledge, they try to maintain that they source all their product, their what are they called, materials ethically, and then that they pay their workers like a living wage and things like that. It didn't include like photos of the, what are they called, factories, but you know.
We thought it was like pretty transparent, so I felt comfortable buying it. And I think it is such a cute brand. They had this whole line of like little star backpack, or not backpacks, clutch bags.
Yes. Like
little star like clutch bags, and this kind of bag, and it was just really, really, really cute, and I thought it was a really cool brand to support, and it fits my camera, which I love. So that was the first thing I bought, and then they also sold Veha. And if you live in England, like, people are obsessed with Veha here. Did you notice how many people in London, like, just regular people wear?
A couple people in Ada as well, and I was like, oh, now I kind of want a pair. But the only pair that I really liked were those, and
really, we could have matched.
But I don't think they had them in my size.
Oh, bummer. No, they're so cute. But these are the Veha shoes that I got from Ada. Sorry if I smack you in the face. And I loved them because I haven't seen them anywhere, but they're like this dusty pink color. They have the Velcro, which I love, especially when I'm walking Charlotte in the mornings. I love like getting up and just kind of throwing shoes on. If I have to tie, it's just way too much for my brain to process at like 8 in the morning. So they have these, and then it's got this really cute V that is in like the blush color. And the tongue also is extremely comfortable. The other pair that I have is just like the white with Velcro. The tongue was actually super uncomfortable, but this pair is very comfortable and I really like it. And it's just got like the thick white on the bottom, and they're super comfortable. I think my size is like kind of in between. Here, I'll take my drink back so I don't hold it. I think like my size is a little bit in between. So it feels like a bit small, but it's not too bad. I got a size 38, I think. But yeah, that was Ada. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I really liked that they had a men's section because it's been hard to find like sustainable brands that sell menswear. And so I went downstairs, and there was nothing that really fit the style of the guy that I'm dating. So I didn't like really look that hard, but I wrote a couple of brands down to research.
You literally had like by the time we left Ada, she had like a list this long of brands that we wanted to research and stuff like that, because it was really cool. And I think that if you're just getting into sustainable fashion, it's really cool to go there because you're not going to find like just that minimalistic, like typical sustainable style. You're going to find like a really modern, like up-to-date style.
Bright colors.
Yes. Like with pieces that, I don't know, like work with our age group a bit better. And work with like today's like modern times. Whereas I feel like some sustainable places, like you were saying, is like they're just very bland or like too like white and black kind of thing. Yeah. Which you love and minimalist people love, but maybe like the traditional person that's just getting into sustainable fashion might not love as much. So
yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to change your style to buy items that are more sustainable. You should be able to find items that are sustainable and fit your look.
Definitely.
So I think Ada did that well.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's definitely that's perfect. Just hit the nail on the head right there. So the next place we went to, oh my gosh, this is so we accidentally stumbled upon this. Do you want to tell the story?
Okay, so we were walking from Ada to another store called 69B, and it just started like pouring, like not just like little rain, like pouring. Yeah. And none of us had umbrellas or rain boots or anything, so we were just like, oh my gosh, what do we do? So we started to I think we were trying to call a cab, but then you like looked up and then it was just like, there's Henry. So you had found Henry online, but they only, on the guide that you were reading, only had pop-ups. So we didn't think that we would have an opportunity to see their brand.
But they recently opened that shop, didn't they? Like they had just recently opened the shop, and we just happened to be walking down the street, and I was like, oh my god, and I just like made a beeline for it and was running, and we were soaking wet. And we like bust through the door, and the girl was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you can stay here for as long as you need. And we were like, oh, thank you. But it also happened to be one of the stores on our list that we really wanted to go to.
And so then we ended up shopping around there for a little while, and I ended up getting a jumpsuit.
It was basically like your dream shop, let's be honest. Here, I can hold that for you.
Oh, okay. Whoop.
You don't have to like...
Thank you.
Yes.
So I am more basic in the colors that I wear and more minimal, but I do like to have a couple of variants. So like normally it's just cream and white and black and gray, but I like navy and I like green. So I got this jumpsuit, and you won't be able to see the whole thing, but I got this really cute jumpsuit by a brand called Rin London, which is made in the UK. We were talking to the girl about this brand. So Henry sells Henry, but they also sell Rin London, and they sell this other brand called Allie & B, which is sweaters knit in the UK. And so Rin London is kind of like a girl, I guess, who's a designer and friend of Henry, or Henrietta, who owns Henry.
She had really cute stuff.
Yes.
I tried on a couple of things, but they just didn't fit quite right, so I was like, oh, I can't commit right now. I'm also like sopping wet, so that doesn't really help things.
No. But we ended up talking to the girl who was in the shop, Angela, for a little while, and she was super nice and very helpful, I think, with...
Yeah, I felt so comfortable in that shop. I thought it was really cool, and it's really cute and small, but I like it because it's like manageable. Like they had just the right amount of pieces in there, and they also have a really good website, don't they? We've been on the website.
Yes, they
really
do.
Good.
So yeah, I don't know. I liked the buttons, and then there was on the tag, which I've got somewhere, it talked about how like the material is actually hand woven in India, by like a couple of women,
so cool.
and so you can see like little imperfections in the fabric, which is really nice. And
that is
you know,
really
it
cool.
just gives it
That's
character. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. So what did we do next? So next we ended up taking an Uber and going to, but it wasn't that far, going to 69B. We noticed that most of these places were kind of in the same area, which was nice. But we went to a place called 69B, and it was really cute. It was 2 floors, and it was like not as big as Ada, but not as small as Henry. So it was like a really nice place to end on.
Yes.
And the staff in there were amazing. There were so many people working, which was crazy. And they had really cute brands. But what I liked about them that was different from Ada is that they were very transparent in the brands that they worked with. So like we knew that all the brands that they worked with were sustainable, like ethically sourced, in good factories. Like that whole checklist that you want when you're shopping sustainably, they definitely covered it. And that's what I loved about them. So I got a couple things. You got a couple things.
Yes.
And yeah, let's show them.
Okay.
We might have to set our teas
I'll hold your tea
okay.
first.
I got this really cute jumpsuit. It's from Free People, which if you know Free People, it's like...
People Tree.
Oh, People Tree. Why did I say Free People? Why did I say Free People?
I don't know, you just rolled with it too. You're like, if you know Free People.
I think I said it twice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Okay. So this jumpsuit is from a brand called People Tree. And if you know sustainable fashion, you know People Tree, I feel like. It is like the #1 place to shop for sustainable fashion. And sometimes I feel like some of their stuff is a bit too grandma or too like old for me. But most of the time, I really love a lot of their stuff. And a lot of sustainable pieces that I own are from People Tree. People Tree?
People Tree.
So this is the jumpsuit, and I thought it was so cute. It was in this really pretty pattern, which I think it benefits the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, which is cool. And then it's got like these buttons down the front, kind of like yours. The same like material. And then it's got this pretty tie, and it's got like wide-legged bottoms, which I thought were super
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of it, is that it has those like, they're almost like culotte bottoms.
And I feel like you can like dress it up or dress it down.
For sure.
Which is really nice. And then I also got these socks that you are obsessed with.
I love these socks.
Do you know what brand this is? I can't remember.
I wrote it down.
Okay, here.
No. I have it in my wallet.
I'll include it. We'll link it. We'll link it and do all that. But they have this really cute sock brand, and I got these, and I just thought they were adorable. They're also made from wool, which is nice. They're very warm. Yeah, very thick. We actually traded off wearing them, which I don't know how sanitary that is, but we don't really care. And then the last thing I got, we actually got matching, and it's these boots, and they are by Tree Torn. And I saw you wearing yours. Hers have fuzz on them. You'll see them in a second when she's not holding 2 cups of tea. And I thought they were adorable, and so I was like, I have to get a pair. So I got these. Would they be like brown?
I think they're brown, but they have some green.
Yeah, they're like brownish green, but they're very similar to Blundstones, you said.
Yes.
So I think that they are a great alternative if you really want a pair of Blundstones. And I think they were like 120 pounds. So they were pretty reasonable for a pair of nice, like, well-worn boots, which is nice. And I got them in the size 39 because the 38 was a bit too small. And they're made in Sweden. So I'll definitely link these down below so that you guys can see. But I love them, and I've pretty much worn them every day since we got them. You've worn yours every day.
I've worn mine every single day.
And yeah, that's everything I got. So I will hold the tea.
Okay.
And you can pull yours out.
All right. So the first thing that I saw and picked up was this brown sweater by Maska? I don't know. It is also a Swedish brand. It is 100% lamb's wool, and it has these little pockets in the front, which are really super cute. But before I came on this trip, I was looking for a brown sweater. So I bought a sweater from Baba, which is this brand in Spain, and I got it and didn't love it on, so I didn't bring it on this trip. And then I was like rushing around, so I found one secondhand from Madewell, and I brought it, and I still was like not happy. So when I saw this sweater and I tried it on and I liked it, I was like, this is it. This is my brown sweater. Game over. So I've already worn it twice, and I got it like cute. 3 days ago.
I'm super sport about it. I think I tried it on in red, so I'll include like the clip of that so that you can see how it fits.
Yes.
It's really cute.
And then, these are really dirty.
Oh my gosh, they are dirty.
Yeah, I've worn these every day. 3 days. So these are my Tree Torns, and they're the Eva style, so they have like the fuzzy... It's not wool, but fuzz on the inside. And these were 89 pounds.
Yeah, hers were like 89 pounds.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Let me buy a pair. And the lady was like, and yours are 120 pounds. And I was like, How did that happen? But they're so cute.
There was a sticker on them that said they were made in China. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer because I only saw it like the day after I bought it or whatever. But just because something's made in China doesn't mean that it's not made well or made, ethically or whatever.
Yeah, we didn't like super dig into it, so we don't know the real meaning of it. But
they're great boots, and I'll keep them forever. So make it worth it.
They are. They're awesome boots. So before we went shopping at the fashion shops, we also stopped at this place called Content Beauty.
Content Beauty and
Content
Wellness.
Beauty and Wellness. And it is in Marylebone. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's in Marylebone. And it's right near Dilshli Ella's Deli, which is where we went, which is so yummy.
So good.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. But I wanted to include that as well because it was an awesome shop for eco-friendly beauty supplies. So like makeup, which was great. And even though I didn't need anything, we still spent quite a bit of time in there and shopped around. And they pretty much had every brand in terms of skincare that I would use, like every eco-friendly organic skincare brand. They were a bit limited on makeup, so like they had Ilia and they had
RMS.
Vapor and RMS, but I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But it was amazing, and I think it's the perfect store to go to if you're in London and you want to find a bit more eco-conscious beauty.
Bless you. Brands.
I was trying to hold that in. So that is it. That is everything. And I think like what we learned from this trip is that there are some really amazing brands out there, and it's really easy to start swapping some of your pieces for more sustainable pieces. And to create like a conscious closet, it doesn't mean that you have to like completely overhaul your closet in one day and buy all of these super expensive pieces.
No.
I think that it just means that when you can and you want to make that switch, you buy a piece that is maybe made from a better brand than you would before, and you invest in those pieces that you know are going to last you a while. Like we know that all these pieces are going to last us for a long time. So I think that's what sustainability is about, and that's why it's important to us and something that we care about, something that we're trying to shift our focus to more. Also, I wanted to mention that Lindsey is an awesome reseller. She does it on like Poshmark, and you have an Instagram, right?
Poshmark, Instagram, eBay.
Yeah, you're like a boss. You have like
a couple other
many places. So I'm gonna link all of her stuff below if you want to check out some of her resale stuff because she's amazing at it, and you can get some really good deals on some really cute stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our little journey through our sustainable shopping in London. It was amazing. And next time you're in London, like go and try out some of these shops and support these artists or artisans. Is that what you would call them? Or
curators.
makers.
I mean, the makers. Yeah.
Yeah, the makers.
Yeah.
Go and support the brands that we think are amazing because they definitely are. Because I said so.
Yes.
They're amazing. But
Two of us, so
yeah,
I think it
both
definitely
of us
counts.
I said, and Coco liked it.
Yeah, true.
So three of us say it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on more stuff. And if you liked videos like this, comment down below and let us know so that we know to keep doing it.
Brands.
Or brands.
Yeah, if you have any brand suggestions.
Yeah, we would love to learn about new brands that are more aligned with this whole idea. I'm very slowly getting into it, and I think that you're further along than I am in like completely rehauling the closet thing. But it's really cool, and it's something that once you learn about, you can't really like turn away. Anyway, we are peacing out for this one. It was really good, and Lindsey's leaving tomorrow. I'm so sad. I'm gonna miss her. But we'll be back together soon.
Yes.
And I will see you guys really soon with a new video. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. I've never YouTubed before.
You're a YouTube newbie?
Yeah, super newbie.
Super newbie.
Super noob, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh god, my students are gonna see
Noob always
this.
reminds me of like skater boys. You're such a noob.
That just makes me think Avril Lavigne.
He was a skater boy.